Hi, good morning, grade 11 student. Today we are going to start final part of aldehyde in ketone. Test for aldehydes and ketone. It means we are going to perform experiment to find out is there aldehyde or ketones or both. So first here test for carbonyl group using 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. Number 1 here 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine or 2,4-DNPH can be used to detect the presence of carbonyl group. It means which test is we are going to use to detect the presence of carbonyl group. The first one is 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. The structure of 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine is like this, and this test is usually carried out using a Brady reagent, that is a solution of 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine in methanol and sulfuric acid. It means we are going to prepare the solution first, the reagent. That reagent we will use to detect the presence of carbonyl group. When a little aldehyde or ketone is added to this reagent, a Brady reagent, an orange-yellow precipitate is formed. Like this, orange-yellow precipitate formed. It means there is aldehyde and ketone. Both. Why? Because we are going to find out the carbonyl group. Carbonyl group C double bond O. So C double bond O present in aldehyde as well as ketone also. So if you get this color, it means presence of carbonyl group is confirmed. Now, second one, test for aldehyde, only aldehyde, not for ketone, using a Tollens reagents that we also call silver mirror test. So Tollens, name of scientist, Tollens reagent or silver mirror test. And this Tollens reagent and silver mirror test used to detect the presence of aldehyde. Number 1, Tollens reagent contains diamine silver 1 ions, Ag silver, NH3 twice, it means diamines, this ammonia, and when we write names, we write amines. Aldehyde will reduce the diamine silver 1 ions to a metallic silver, and aldehyde itself is oxidized to a salt of carboxylic acid. So what will happen here? Aldehyde itself is oxidized to a salt of carboxylic acid. Since ketone will not be oxidized, it will not reduce it to a metallic silver. Therefore, when a few drops of aldehyde is added to a freshly prepared Tollens reagent and warmed in a water bath for a few minutes, a grey precipitate or silver mirror is observed. You can see here, this is the silver mirror. You can say hello, hi. It's similar like a mirror. Now, number 4, take ethanol as an example in this equation. Which aldehyde we are going to use? The second one, ethanol, and then add the reagent. This reagent we call Tollens reagent, and heat the solution, as they said here, to warm the solution. When you heat, you will get silver, freshly prepared silver reagent. When you use freshly prepared Tollens reagent, you will get the silver mirror 2Ag plus in metallic form, and this 2Ag plus you can see this one here. That's why we call silver mirror test. And then you will get ethanoic acid and ammonia plus water molecule. So Tollens reagent is used to detect the presence of aldehyde. The next, another test for aldehyde also, test formaldehyde using a Fehling solution. Fehling solution contains copper-2 ions complex with a tartrate ions. Prevents the precipitation of copper 2 hydroxide. It is a blue solution. This one copper blue solution. Only aldehyde will reduce the complex copper 2 ions into copper 1 ions. This reduction takes place. Here charge decrease from +2 to +1. Because the solution is alkaline, the aldehyde itself is oxidized to a salt of corresponding carboxylic acid, as you saw before in Tollens reagent. Similar situation here in Fehling solution also. So what will happen when a few drops of aldehyde is added to a reagent? The mixture is warmed gently in a hot water bath for a few minutes, and you will get this red, orange precipitate, or only you can see red precipitate is observed. It indicates that aldehyde is present there. Similar here we will use example is ethanol, copper +2 ions. Then because it's alkaline solution, so we will use any base, heat the solution, copper and 5 hydroxide ions collectively we call Fehling solution. It's blue color. When you heat the solution, you will get copper oxide, Cu2O copper oxide. It's red precipitate. Sometimes you got red orange, it's okay also, and red precipitate. Plus this is the salt you got because aldehyde reduce itself, reduce itself, but oxidize into salt of carboxylic acid, that is ethanoic acid. Last and final test, that is triiodomethane and iodoform reaction. We saw this reaction in alcohol. Again we are going to use this test in the presence of aldehyde as well as ketone and also secondary alcohol. You saw before secondary alcohol. This test, it can also be used to identify for what? CH3CO group in carbonyl compound. In other words, a positive result, the pale yellow precipitate of triiodomethane, we also call iodoform, is given by aldehyde or ketones containing that group. Because you know the aldehyde and ketones both they contains carbonyl group, so we are going to identify, we are going to detect CH3C+O group. So this is an example of ketones, or can be any carbon. Ethanol is only aldehyde to give a positive result, not others. Any methyl ketone will give a positive result, but this test we use for any methyl, any ketones containing a methyl group. So this one is ketone, acetone plus 3I2 plus 3OH. Collectively we call iodoform. In first reaction, the breaking of C and H bond. You can call halogenation also this step, because we are going to add halogens, iodine there, and replacement reaction, replacement of hydrogen with iodine plus 3 iodine, because total we have 3 times 2, 6 here. In second step, breaking of C and C bond. You can also call oxidation. Breaking of carbon-carbon bond by adding an alkali. When you add alkali, this C and C bond will be breakdown and CHI3 because addition of hydrogen. Here CHI3. This is called iodoform and its color pale yellow plus the salt. CH3 or maybe any other carbon. It's depend upon the which type of ketone you use, and then C double bond O negative. What is the formula of iodoform? CHI3, and what is its color? Pale yellow. Here is the summary. For which type of reagent we are going to use acidified dichromate. Initially we use an aldehyde orange solution turns blue green, and ketone there is no change because there is no hydrogen. Fehling and Tollens reagent, just I finish, I explain, because in both tests we use for aldehydes, blue solution produce an orange red precipitate, and here colorless solution produce a gray precipitate of silver, that is also called silver mirror. But Fehling solution will not react with ketone, Tollens reagent will not react with ketone. This is the summary. Also you can see here the complete summary of whole unit comparing aldehyde with ketone. You can see this is all about aldehyde and ketone. Hope you will understand. See you inshallah next time.